So game number 3 coming in here. And, well, game number 3 is tense times. It's a best of 3, and that means it is the ace game. Yeah. Anyway, ace games. It's the IEM Toronto EU qualifier, and spawning up to the top left-hand position, representing Millennium, we have DieStar. And his opponent down to the lower left, we have the Red Protoss player playing for Team Dignitas, none other than BlinG. So, I cannot wait to see what happens here. Game 1 went in DieStar's favour, Game 2 went in BlinG's favour, and that is how we're here in the ace game. Exciting stuff. The winner of this, I'm not going to lie, is probably going to have a very tough final game. They'll be facing off against either Todd or Namshar or Misu. Namshar and Misu are still in their first round game apparently, so I don't know who's playing Todd there. And of course, as I mentioned in the previous match, it only goes to the round of 16, and that is due to the fact that the top 8 advance. So if you win the round of 16 game, boom, you're into the next stage, which is actually going on Wednesday. Yay! So, waiting now for Mr. SCV to come on in. Going to be dropping down an expansion. CC first, coming down from our Terran. Meanwhile, BlinG, what has he got planned? 1 gate, 1 gas. Playing things nice and safe, nice and steady, just in case. Doesn't want to get too much to risk. They're on the vertical spawn positions as well, so we need to keep a good little check of everything that these guys are doing, but should just be 2 racks, maybe going into 3 racks later on. Generally, it depends on how safe you're feeling. I suspect after mainly losing to an Oracle in game number 2, that we'll see the 3 racks up relatively quickly, just to really ramp up the Marine production to guarantee safety from those Oracles, if, of course, DieStar expects BlinG to do that, or suspects he may do that. Otherwise, BlinG just going to chuck down his natural base now. A base in a base, his cyber core just finishing up as well. Should be seeing a mothership core shortly. And indeed, right on cue, there it is. DieStar will have a little economic edge just because his natural base is around 70 seconds ahead of that of BlinG, so he's going to get that second mule out a little bit quicker. DieStar has been all evening playing a, well, aside from the last game actually, has been playing a very economical style of Terran, wanting to get up to those 3 bases nice and fast, and just applying pressure to really make that safe. Really a big believer that a good defense is a good attack, and yeah, it's worked out quite well for him. He's only lost the 1 game, and that was game number 2 to BlinG. BlinG though, he's just going about his normal day. He's got the mothership core chilling up here. One thing he's got to be very aware of is drops coming into this vicinity. Of course, in these spawn positions, a medevac can just sneak on by and just end up here. Although, if we think back to game number 1, BlinG did get out a lot of observers nice and quick. This game though, not what he's going to be looking for. Going for that Stargate yet again, wanting to get a little bit of Oracle harassment down if possible. Interestingly, DieStar didn't opt for that 3rd barracks super quick, instead going for a very fast 3rd CC, wanting to play this exceptionally economically focused. And if his economy can get up and running, it's going to be formidable. We've seen DieStar put on pressure and maintain harassment effectively throughout the evening. So, definitely something he is both capable and well versed in doing. But BlinG with his Stargate nearly finished up is going to be looking to rock the boat a little bit, maybe trying to throw him off his plan, and indeed the Oracle coming through. There are enough Marines to deal with the Oracle comfortably. There's now 8 down, you only need 6 to beat an Oracle, but that needs to be split across both bases. Engineering Bay also on its way in. There's the 3rd racks. May see a missile turret thrown down depending on if the Stargate is seen, and it is seen. The Oracle coming out is also spotted. BlinG is going to allow that to finish. No real point cancelling it at that stage. And once the Oracle starts moving across the map, well, obviously there's going to be a lot of defense put up. And BlinG actually switching into some Phoenix production now, which is pretty damn cool. That's going to make him very safe up against anything along the likes of drops, which DieStar did use effectively in game number 1. The Oracle going to be able to get a couple of kills here. Any SCVs that are constructing things. Going to fight up against a couple of these Marines, but backs on out. Needs to be very careful as a couple more come down from the natural base. But does get out. 3 kills, 2 of which were Marines. Isn't the most crazy thing in the world, but hey, it's done some damage. It's still alive, and that means that it can do some more damage in the near future. There's a Christmas tree on the map. Oh my goodness. Look at it. There's a Christmas tree. I haven't seen this before. It's hidden, but it's down there. Anyway, Oracle comes on through. Doesn't get any more damage. Oh, actually does get one more kill. Another worker kill. All good time. Any worker kills are good worker kills. Meanwhile, BlinG adding in a couple of additional gateways. His Phoenix count. Actually, he cancelled the Phoenix. Aw. I was really hoping he'd get a Phoenix out. That makes me a bit sad, but all in all, BlinG knows what he's doing. He's got a third base already in production, but DieStar has already got one floating down to his third. Expanding towards his opponent. Doesn't want to be spreading himself out. Wants to be trying to fortify this sort of area. He wants to be able to keep his Colossi... he wants to be able to keep his army around here-ish. Just so he can defend from either angle. Whereas if he took it over to the right, obviously there's a risk of Zealot Warpins from anywhere around this area coming on through. So just playing that on a bit more safe. BlinG expanding out over to this right-hand position because it's the only logical place to spawn, or logical place to take it, actually. Obviously, again, DieStar probably wouldn't want to take this anyway because it is too far away. It's just some Terran players do like taking a slightly further spot if it means that they can consolidate their position a bit better. So, more gates are coming through. We've got good number actually in total here for BlinG. He's going to be going up to 8 gateways in total. He's got charge coming through as well as that +1 attack, +1 armor already finished for his ground units. The Oracle in total has managed to achieve 8 kills, of which 6 were workers, so it's pretty much paid for itself by this stage. May be able to get a couple more picked off. There was a missile turret there, but should be able to kill, or it may risk going in, but it looks like BlinG just wants to actually keep it alive is a better use of it for the moment. Starport only just now coming down for DieStar, and at 10 minutes this is incredibly late. His medevac production hugely knocked off its normal position, just because of the fact that he went for that third command center ever so fast. BlinG on the other hand, he has got his robotics facility coming on through. He's macroing up just as looks like both these two would like. I absolutely love that revelation coming down on so much of the infantry. BlinG using that Oracle energy just to give him safety in case a move out were to come. Doesn't see too much with this. You may have actually seen the starport building there. If he did, that would be awesome. But anyway, still, things looking relatively passive. DieStar should move out in the near future. He's got the 2 medevac point. 2 medevac +1. He's also got stim. No combat shield or concussive shells yet. But it will be soon. Anyway. Infantry. Edging on forward. Edging on forward a bit more. BlinG has got a heck of a lot of zealots. Wow. That is 22 zealots. That is a lot of them. They've got charge though. They've got 1-1. They're ready to close up the distance. Poor Mr. Oracle. He's going to die. Poor Oracle. Otherwise, 2 more medevacs out on the field. Of course, this group of units has been seen. Will be expected. Then going for High Templar, actually. Storm coming down, so not going to be looking for those Colossi. Despite getting the robotics facility, that was purely there for the War Prism. Nothing else sneaky coming on by as of yet. Going to be just... Actually, he cancels that, sees the Marauders, decides against it. Wise move. Couple more High Templar warping in. The War Prism is going to back away. Got a single shot out there from the missile turret, I believe it was. So, takes a little bit of scratch damage on the shield, but nothing that won't regenerate up. Of course, upon seeing the High Templar, immediately the Ghost Academy did get started by DieStar, and he's going to start pumping those out. Going to be wanting to utilize the snipes, the EMPs, just to knock out this composition. With Storm coming through, this is going to be a little bit frustrating. 2-2 is also nearly done, so those Zealots are going to really hurt once 2-2-2's there. Otherwise, DieStar just moving around the side, and BlinG is out on the map. His third base very exposed at this stage, and there is little he can do to try and keep this up. A couple of additional pylons were getting made, but it's not going to help. BlinG coming back to try and defend this. A lot of workers getting slaughtered. The third base almost certain to die at this stage. EMP goes down on one of the medevacs. Photon overcharge will be used and a time warp, but it won't be enough to save that third. DieStar has committed the majority of his army to this, but it will be able to escape. Takes a lot of a beating because of those stims. And, well, still, not too much else coming down from BlinG at the moment. Still keeping a good eye on what DieStar's doing. But DieStar, he's going to be very, very happy with the fact that the third base has been taken down. That is a big loss to BlinG, unfortunately, at this stage. And BlinG, while he has got a good composition, he needs to really make something work with that. DieStar going to be leveling out some of those upgrades with the +2 coming in. But is it going to be enough? BlinG moves on through. He gets a good amount of damage down. He lost 12 workers, but he's doing good counter damage thanks to a storm drop. A few more SCVs getting taken down. In total, he managed to pick up 15 there, which is a good little bit of damage. And Archon trying to morph, but it won't help. BlinG moving forward through the center of the map. And this is looking very, very good at the moment. Waiting to see if he decides to move on in, but not as of yet. Just regrouping, trying to pick up anything that may be there. Fourth base coming down from BlinG as well. He's double expanding at this stage just to really make sure that he's safe against, or trying to stay on a level footing economically. The ghost count rapidly rising though for DieStar. He's got 8 already out, producing 5 at a time, up to 11 now. Those EMPs are going to be so strong. Knocking out the Zealot shields takes out a substantial chunk of their health. Still waiting now to see where these Zealots do decide to go. They're not moving on through yet, just still creeping on by. Trying to contain DieStar for the most part, trying to make sure that he's not doing anything too crazy as of yet. Still, forward they go, edging on in. Engagement coming through, good little bit of clumping on those bunkers, preventing the Zeds getting too much surface area, but they have gone for it now. The EMPs have started coming on through. A couple of snipes will hit. BlinG doesn't trade very well there. DieStar just having too much of an army at the most. The bunker placement really solid, just really clumping up those Zealots so they weren't able to get a good surface area. DieStar takes a very, very nice position very early on. And well, DieStar is still looking to be in a strong spot. BlinG knows that he's going to be in trouble here. He's trying to get out the double Colossus. He's got 2 there already, but a quick scan is going to see them coming. Overall, it's 116 army supply for DieStar to 57 of BlinG, who does get some very good storms at the back. Deals a good chunk of damage overall there. Photon overcharge also coming through now. Well, third base taking some damage. BlinG trying to decide if he wants to try and defend this third. Looks like he's going to edge in. A couple of Zealots coming on through. Those are 2-3 Zealots, soon to be 3-3. A couple more storms also hitting the mark. BlinG, remember, fighting to stay in this qualifier bracket. DieStar, though, looking powerful. Moving forward, taking down all of the remaining gateway units. The Colossi taking a lot of damage. They're doing all they can, but DieStar pushing on forward. Takes them down, takes down all but 3 army supply of BlinG. GG is called, and DieStar takes game number 2 of this series, game number 3 of this series, to have a 2-1 victory in this best of 3. He advances forward into the round of 16 and needs just 1 more series win to advance into IEM Toronto.